Now, do you know who the most famous sinner in the Bible was? Do you know, Kaitlyn?
Judas.
Huh?
Judas.
Judas. Judas.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. It was Judas. Judas was the most famous
sinner.
human for being a sinner. He was the most famous for being a sinner. Right?
Why do you have to be famous to be a sinner?
He was just known as being a sinner. That's what he was just known as, Kaitlyn.
Why is he famous to be a sinner?
People just know him as a sinner.
But why is he famous?
Because of what he sinned for. Do you know what he did?
What?
Shall I tell you?
Yeah.
Did you find out in the Bible?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to read Matthew chapter 27, verse 3 to 5. And it says, Then Judas, his betrayer, seeing that he had been condemned, was remorseful and brought back the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and elders, saying, I have sinned and by betraying innocent blood. And they said, What is that to us? You see to it. Then he threw down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself.
On what?
I don't know.
On the cross?
No, not on the cross. He hanged himself. Basically, he died.
What?
Basically, the story is, in this Bible verse, it's telling us that what happened was Judas.
Can we do it spell?
Judas, who was Jesus' disciple, right? He betrayed Jesus. He betrayed Jesus. Do you know how?
Okay.
How did he betray Jesus?
By dying on the cross instead of Jesus.
He led the Pharisees to where Jesus was so that they could then accuse him of doing something that he didn't do, of being a sinner. They could accuse him and put him on the cross so that Jesus would die.
Is Jesus one of Jesus' disciples?
Yeah, he was one of Jesus' disciples. But he betrayed Jesus. So because of Judas, Jesus died. So you could technically say that he killed him.
On Easter,
Yeah.
when Jesus died,
What? No, Jesus came back to life on Easter.
When did Jesus die then?
Good Friday. But that's another talk. So basically, we're talking about Judas, right?
Yeah.
Judas was one of his disciples, but he betrayed Jesus.
All the disciples are nice, but why did Judas betray Jesus?
We're going to get onto that. Basically, so Judas betrayed Jesus.
But why?
Right? For money. He betrayed him for money.
Because
Because then the Pharisees would give him money.